Hey, happy Sunday. Hold on a second. All right, there we go. Okay, here I am. A little bit of technology faux pas here on the StreamYard. Hi everyone, Dr. Hammerstedt. I am emergency medicine and lifestyle medicine doc, and I'm here today just to talk to you about some limiting beliefs. This is so important whether you're talking about parenting or if you're talking about business building or if you're talking about sustainable health changes, like figuring out what limiting beliefs are, recognizing what your limiting beliefs are, how to shift yourself out of those into that growth mindset. Really, really important. Obviously, I'm coming from the perspective of being able to rewire your brain around sustainable health changes, whether that's how you use food, how your train tracks are around food and weight and body image and positivity and all that stuff. So today we're just going to dig in a little bit. If you guys could drop some comments and let me know that you're here, say hello, ask any questions. Write live if you're here live, or replay for replay, so we can bump it up so other people can get their minds around this. Okay, so a limiting belief is a state of mind, conviction, or belief that you think is true that limits you in some way. So that limiting belief can be about you, your interactions with other people or the world, or how it works around food or around your weight, what you look like, how other people see you. Limiting beliefs can have a number of negative effects on you. They can keep you from making good choices, taking new opportunities, reaching your potential. And ultimately, limiting beliefs can keep you stuck in a negative state of mind and hinder you from living the life you really desire. So seeing as they may not be easily identifiable, or maybe you would have already done this, I'll give you 3 methods that you could try to bring these limiting beliefs to the surface so that you can, as we talk about in Holist, confront those thoughts and beliefs and clear them if they're not going to get you the feelings and actions and results that you deserve and that you want. So the first way to do this is really, let's just try to identify what your beliefs are. So to identify the beliefs that are limiting you, you start by writing down sort of like general beliefs. So like writing down beliefs about anything you feel strongly about that influences your daily lives, and then grouping them into different categories like finances, family, relationships, other things like that. Once you've done this, you want to examine which ones are helping you grow and which ones could be limiting you. Another approach is how to assess your behavior. So another thing that you can do is really to identify the limiting beliefs would be to think about scenarios where you may have acted negatively or in a toxic way, and think about why. So if you look closely at your own toxic behaviors, you might discover that the underlying cause is your limiting beliefs. For example, if you find it difficult to speak your mind when someone has offended you, you may possess the limiting belief that conflict is bad. This in turn can keep you from really truly having intimate relationships, as you're unable to speak your mind and have healthy confrontations. Does that make sense? Third way that you can do this is to really write down areas where you feel challenged. So if you've noticed that you have recurring challenges in certain areas of your life, this could be indicative of limiting beliefs. So perhaps you can't land that well-paid job, or you're not getting the promotion that you wanted, or you've never had luck when it comes to love. These challenges may simply be the byproduct of erroneous beliefs that you've adopted as truth. So as you go through each challenge, you write down, also make a note of which of your beliefs pertain to that challenge. So if you've always struggled to make enough money, uncover what you think about money and how it is accessible to you, right? The other thing that we often have our folks do at Holist around circumstances is to do something called a thought download, which can also be really helpful for this. So when you're doing this challenge, if you want to do it in a more organized way, basically you're just like, why the challenge, and like a 3-year-old does, and just sort of write down everything that comes up with that until you don't have any more things to write down. So it could start out with I've never been able to lose 50 pounds and keep it off. And then what do you think about that? What do you feel about that? And just kind of keep going. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Until you have the whole page written out. And then you can go back and assign to those things. Is this a thought? Is it a feeling, or is it a circumstance? You can't change the circumstance. Those are external to you. Your thoughts you have complete control over, and they create your feelings and actions and results. So writing that down, just putting a little C, a little T, a little F, I think you'll realize not only where are these limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, but that the fact that you control so much more about that circumstance than you really believe that you do. Okay, so now we've found them. How do we overcome them? I have 7 different ways that it might seem pretty simple, but I want you to really think about them and how they pertain to limiting beliefs, but also just more so. I don't know what price, I don't know who commented that, not for that price. I don't know what that means. I'm not selling anything. Okay, so 7 ways to overcome your limiting beliefs. The good thing about limiting beliefs is that you have the power to change them anytime. This doesn't mean that doing so will be an easy process, but a commitment and a greater level of self-awareness can make that possible. These suggestions might help you overcome any limiting belief, regardless of what it might be. So take money, take your job, take your relationship, anything like that, and go through these. So the first thing, I think really organizing your environment, believe it or not, can affect your beliefs. Having a really well organized and a more spacious environment helps improve mental health. It encourages positive thinking. It keeps you, gives you the space to think and gain more clarity. So getting rid of clutter. I'm attempting to talk to my children about this. You could even go as far as redesigning your space to improve the flow of your home. I think I remember like Feng Shui was something really big that was like in the 90s. And the basic premise is to channel the flow of energy by placing objects in a certain way, if that sounds interesting. Obviously, I'm blanking on the Japanese lady's name, the Marie Kondo. She's also a really great person to look for this. Does it spark you joy? So hopefully to keep positive energy and the ability to influence your mindset, help you focus on positive thoughts and beliefs. That's one way to do it. The second is trying minimalism. So embracing minimalism can really help you get rid of false beliefs that are holding you back. Those are the fundamentals of minimalism are clarity and honesty and detaching from material things. I've spent a very long time studying Buddhism. This is something that they talk about, all right, that detachment. For example, if you find that you're addicted to cluttering your wardrobe with new clothing items, could it be because of limiting beliefs about your physical appearance? An example of such a belief would be like, I'm not attractive unless I'm wearing the latest fashion, something like that's not serving you, right? Seeing as minimalism is all about mindset and resisting peer pressure, it could help you reverse limiting beliefs and embrace a more meaningful lifestyle. The third is explore more. As mentioned earlier, limiting beliefs can be a result of being closed-minded. So help open your mind. Like learn to let curiosity just lead you. When you give into curiosity, you're more likely to explore the world around you, break out of your comfort zone. What this can do is help expand your mind and make you challenge your beliefs. I think even more so, the way that things are in our communities and in our country at this point would be really important for a lot of us to let curiosity, ask better questions, figure out what limiting beliefs that you have that are keeping you from having crucial conversations that could improve our communities instead of pulling us apart. Curiosity also creates opportunities for you to learn about other people's beliefs and observe new ideas. People who may have different backgrounds from us and not look like us. You know, traveling is another effective method. We'll do that again someday, I hope. Fourth way to overcome limiting beliefs, counseling and coaching. So, you know, we do coaching, so obviously I'm biased. I always have at least one coach for various things that I'm working through. If you're struggling with changing your limiting beliefs on your own, you could probably benefit from either a counselor or a coach. In the event that your limiting beliefs are triggering other conditions like anxiety, depression, you may even need to seek professional help. therapists and counselors that have resources and knowledge to really help you overcome these challenges and live a more satisfying life, and help you trace limiting beliefs and give you the tools you need to get over them. What we use is, a lot of the thought models around cognitive behavioral therapy and neuroplasticity really helps people recognize things in a safe and supportive way that they may not have been able to come to just from an internal perspective. And a coach or a counselor's job is to hold space for you. I'm holding space. You can't see. Hold space for you so that you can do that in a way that you can learn and grow. Technology has made getting these services so much easier. There's apps, you can use your phone, Zoom. There's also mental health trackers that can be used to track anxiety triggers and emotional states and your progress over time. Those are good ways for you to just take note at the moment of how you're feeling and what the limiting belief may have become that is preceding that. Couple more. Meditation is my number 5. Beliefs often originate from the thoughts of others that worm their way into our own. So tackling your own thoughts can help you change negative beliefs. So to have more control over your thoughts, besides what we were talking about with our thought download and all of this, you can just take even just a few minutes a day to meditate. When you meditate, you free your mind from negative or unwanted thoughts and ideas. The goal of meditation should be to let thoughts pass through your mind without engaging them. Meditation helps you calm your mind and connect with your inner self. And once you're able to get past all of the clutter in your head, you can really focus on positive beliefs you want to adopt. With time, these beliefs can really help you replace the negative ones. And before you know it, your mind will be more positive beliefs that help you become the best version of yourself. Number 6, personal development. And then number 7, I said there were 7, right? Okay. 6, personal development. If you want better beliefs to guide your thinking and choices, you have to work on yourself. This means actively seeking opportunities for development and growth in all aspects of your life. Self-improvement is important. You can do this at any age. Most of our clients are 40s, 50s, 60s. But it's so important because it can increase self-awareness and help you overcome weaknesses, since it requires actions. You're forced to do something about your limiting beliefs as opposed to hoping they'll magically go away. So ways to develop yourself is reading books, listening to books from authors that share the kind of beliefs that you hope to have. Podcasts, obviously, I have a podcast. I'm a podcast rabid listener. They're a great way to consume information that could make you better. Setting practical goals that you can measure your growth. Journaling is another tangible way to monitor your progress, especially when it comes to your thoughts and beliefs. So, they say that the most successful people read 2 books a month, right? And replace that and supplement it with listening to books and podcasts and things like that. So number 7, lastly, positive affirmations. If you struggle with low self-esteem, it can be really hard to establish positive beliefs. Positive affirmations are going to improve your self-esteem. They force you to speak about yourself in a really positive way. And hopefully with time, you begin believing your affirmation. So do you have limiting beliefs about how lovable you are? It could limit your ability to attract loving and kind people into your life. To help you change that belief, you could write down a belief that says, I'm valuable, amazing, and lovable, right? Something that easy. Saying this every day can really help you build your self-esteem over time. Money is a huge thing that we have limiting beliefs on. So what is a belief with that? Money will flow into my life because I'm valuable and worthy and I'm changing lives, right? Something like that is a mantra that you can say every morning to help change your limiting beliefs around money. And it really works. Your positive affirmations should also celebrate your strengths. So using successes and your strengths to write down affirmations that remind you of just how awesome you are. It can also give you the courage you need to really push yourself and achieve more. So in summary, the world is full of beliefs. Our brain is full of thoughts, 60,000 thoughts that we have a day. You control those thoughts. You just have to be aware of them and know how you can pull them to the surface, recognize them, accept them if they serve you, and confront them and clear them if they do not. As long as there's all different kinds of people, the world is going to be full of beliefs, and this isn't going to change. However, you've got to figure out which beliefs help you live the life you've always dreamed of. All of the beliefs that keep you from living that life are limiting and are ones you should get rid of. And by doing so, you give yourself a chance to create a life that supersedes your expectations. I hope this was helpful. I would really love it if you guys can drop live if you're watching live, replay if you're watching on replay. It just helps other people see. If you have other things that you want me to cover in the next couple of weeks, or if you have questions about this, drop them into the comments. Have a lovely Sunday. I'm off to do some group coaching for Holist. If you want to hear more about what we do and what makes us unique and how to unprocess your body and mind, you can hop on a free discovery call with one of us. Just message or comment and we can send you a scheduler to hop on and learn more. So cheers, everybody.